Tonight on Motorway, losing their grip, the mobile menace. Red alert, illegal diesel. And when cheers ends in tears.
What we're looking at is this transit that's in front of us at the moment. There's a very good possibility that he may be overweight from just purely the way that the vehicle's actually sitting on the road and the way the back end has a tendency to bob a little bit as he's going over the joint. So we're going to pull him in, just check to see what the state of the springs are like on the vehicle and what sort of load he's got on.
They're suspicious of the van's contents and are keen to take a closer look.
What I want you to follow us off the motorway into our compound because I just want to check the vehicle over. I think you might be a little bit overweight. Okay. We've had a look at the load that the vehicle's carrying. I suspect that it probably is overweight, but what's more of a concern is the fact that he's loaded up with canned beers. So what we're going to do, we're going to take him off the motorway. We'll obviously ask him some questions as to where he's loaded the vehicle up, where it's come from. And then if necessary we shall call in Customs and Excise to come and take a look at the load, because it could be that it's either beer that's been bought in from the continent and duty hasn't been paid on it, which it should have been, or it could have come from some other source. So we'll see what the driver's got to say for himself when we get into our compound.
Meanwhile, the unmarked video car is targeting the latest motorway menace. It's hunting down drivers who hold mobile phones when they should be holding the wheel. Police say the misuse of mobiles is putting lives in jeopardy. Already their cameras have captured some of the worst examples. Watch for the man with the map and keep your eyes on both hands.
It's now a way of life for the reps. You know, you take their mobile phones off them. I think in some respects it's almost like taking their car off them. It's like the chat we had earlier when he'd swapped hands and he said, I didn't realise, because they're talking about business, things that happen in the office, work, that's what they're concentrating on. And swapping hands they probably do naturally in the office, picking up a piece of paper to read off while they're on the phone. They do it in the office. That's when they don't realise that they're doing something that can cause danger to themselves and other road users.
Newspapers and TV have reports of business people who've been killed in road accidents, quite clearly because they've pulled out on roads or they've carried out a manoeuvre which has resulted in them hitting somebody else or being hit by somebody else. And a coroner has criticised the mobile phone and its use in cars.
Hiya. Just have a look what you got on. Where have you picked all this drink up from?
From Calais.
From Calais. You've just come back from Calais, have you? Yeah. What's it for?
Just for parties.
Just for parties.
Which port did you come across from? You've come across on the ferry. No. Have you got your crossing? Have you got a crossing ticket?
Crossing ticket.
Yeah. From the ferry.
Yeah,
anything at all from that?
Buy the cigarette and throw it away.
So you've got no paperwork at all for the load, no deliveries, no receipts, no ferry receipt or anything?
No, this one.
Right, so what's that there?
Ticket I buy the free duty shops.
Right, so that's just a leaflet for P&O, yeah. Would you mind opening the back and just let us have a look at what you've got in the back of the van? Is it all beer?
Yeah, just beer.
No cigarettes or anything like that?
No cigarettes.
No wine or...
No.
How many packs have you got on, do you know? How many packs are there?
Yes, there are 140.
140 of these packs.
140.
What you seen, Paul?
Coach driver, as we were talking about it going down, the one who's just gone past Carson's, he was on the trombone.
I thought there was a reason, having told him how to do it, for you to pull out. I thought that was very unusual for you, not to do it the right way.
You get him in the mirror on the phone.
The sun's right on it.
Would be any good
Drop
if I
back,
went,
drop back.
if I went in front of him and used the rear mirror.
Just
rear camera.
hold it at that, and I'll try and zoom it in on that one now. See him from here, he's quite clearly on the phone with his sunglasses on. Phone's just going down now, and he's leaning around. If you drop back, please, Paul, the couch is all over the place. Real good rock and roll across the lane as he put it down. Don't know how many passengers he's got on there, but it's not acceptable to do that. You have to sit this close whilst they're emptying the toilet.
At last.
Depends how many are on the...
Yeah.
I might just have a word with him now if it's too many on board.
Fair enough.
In the middle of the car is a video. Right?
Yeah,
Who is sitting in the driver's seat?
me.
Who is using the phone?
The brother.
Who's in the driving seat?
Me.
Who's using the phone?
I'll phone the number and he's got the
You
answer.
phoned the number and you put it down. Yeah, you were on the phone.
The phone rung
Yeah.
and then I'll give the phone to him.
Not straight away, you didn't. When you came past us on the hard shoulder, we were using the phone. And we've come off the hard shoulder and we've come down here. It's like pulling teeth, this is, isn't it?
The only thing I'm concerned about is he's got no paperwork at all to show for the loan.
Well, do you want to tell him we're going to detain the vehicle and load on behalf of Customs and Excise?
And then make a decision.
And then they can make their own decision about whether they want to come here.
Okay.
It might be worth pressurising him as well. Do you want me to? I'll go and give Customs a ring.
Well, just tell him.
Have you got your driving licence with you, or any paperwork, any identification?
Passport.
No driving licence.
No with me.
Sean. Is it a hire van or your own van?
High one.
Hire van. Have you got the hire agreement?
Yes, I have to.
You haven't got the hire agreement either. Okay. All right then. Well, if you just have a seat in the van for a minute, wait. Everything might be completely above board, but he can't produce me any paperwork whatsoever for the van or the load. He says it's for his own use. So at the end of the day, our suspicions are there now for the Customs and Excise certainly to be informed and make a decision on whether they want to come and speak to the gentleman. And if necessary, obviously, they may want to confiscate the load until they've done some other inquiries. He can't even produce a till receipt for the load at the moment, which obviously makes me suspicious, to say the least. He must have spent a lot of money, and he hasn't got any receipts whatsoever.